You got that slightly wrong, didn't you? You're smart. Slipstream. Give it. Give it to me. Oh. There we go. That's how we overtake you. That was a really nice overtake. Oh, that was satisfying.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Motorsport Madness. I hope you're all doing very well, as today we have a pretty cool video for you today, full of great sound and stylish looks. As today we're going to be driving a pretty special car of mine, and recently I teased what videos I'm currently planning on making with different cars. This one you probably would have seen wasn't actually on it. Well, since posting that post, I just had an influx of ideas of cool and fun videos that we could do, featuring many different cars and even some electric cars as well. And this car came to my mind, and I thought, hang on a minute, I haven't actually driven this properly on this channel. I did a long time ago at Adelaide, but I wanted to really have any excuse to drive this particular car, and I've chosen Hockenheim 1994. And if you don't know what car this is the Ferrari 412 T1, a car built obviously for the 1994 Formula 1 season, and it featured probably one of the best sounding engines ever heard in F1. Now obviously everyone talks about the V10s, everyone still remembers very freshly the V8s, but everyone seems to ignore the wonderful 3.5 litre V12 that came out of this car that you're probably hearing over this intro, as I'll probably put clips up, etc. This, for me, is probably the best sounding car in Formula 1, and not just the best sounding, probably one of the best looking as well. It's such a beautiful car to look at visually, it's just stunning. And not only that, it's a wonderful thing to drive in Assetto Corsa. This mod is also, of course, made by ASR alongside the Williams that we've featured, the FW16. And the rest of the grid for today's race, we're going to be recreating the 1994 German Grand Prix. The rest of the grid is made by ACFL. They're fairly okay mods, they're drivable, but they're really fast, too fast, so I've had to restrict their behaviour for today's race. And if you remember, some of you may remember the 1994 German Grand Prix. Obviously 94 was a pretty horrid season in Formula 1 history, but Germany was somewhat different. We're here at the old Hockenheim, as I mentioned. Basically, the start was something to behold. It was just drivers flying off everywhere.
Berger looks as though he's hanging fire a bit. And there's straight into the wall. The race will be stopped. But look at that. The car's all over the place. And that is Mika Häkkinen again.
And of course, who cannot forget the Verstappen incident when he came into the pits?
Into the pits he comes. Very difficult as a driver, you know, to judge. We had a quick glimpse of it from Verstappen. Oh, and fuel. That's the first time we've had a fuel splash. Oh, my goodness me. Well, now, just let's keep calm. There are a lot of fire officials down there.
Yeah, it had everything, and Gerhard Berger came home to finish and win Ferrari's first win since 1990. They had a pretty tough couple of seasons, and the 412 really kind of changed that, the first competitive car for a long time. So I thought I wanted any old excuse to drive this car again, and this is what I came up with. This could have been like a look back at one of Gerhard Berger's finest moments video to focus on him, but I decided now I'm pretty sure there's better moments that he had, you know, especially a name like his that makes me hungry every time I hear it or say it. And I haven't actually eaten yet. I'm recording this quite late. I haven't actually eaten dinner, so this is going to make me really hungry. So we've got 8 laps of Hockenheim to complete. Now obviously if you know Hockenheim well, you'll know the old layout basically was super duper fast, super duper dangerous, with 3 chicanes in the middle. Now this version is the 1980s version, pretty much is the same. I have updated it with a new AI line, but you probably noticed there'll be a few dramatic crashes. In particular, the second at the Ost curve, I think it is, or is it the Sud curve? I can't actually remember. But the second chicane is where problems probably be encountered, and so look out for that. We've got 8 laps to complete. It should take us about 15 minutes, and I'm sure this will be a pretty fun race. So I'm going to shut up and get into the cockpit, and let's go on a journey through time. So here we are on the grid at Hockenheim. And what a very, very scary moment this is. This is one of the things I hate about starting on pole. You just got road ahead and there's nothing. It's like, oh, everyone behind me is just staring right at the back of my head. Anyways, let's have a little look around. We've got Jean Alesi over there in the other Ferrari. And this is the exact starting lineup for the 1994 German Grand Prix. And got over there Michael Schumacher in the Benetton. And what you're hearing, that revving sound, is the Williams behind me. They're really, really loud. I actually featured that on episode 2 of the best sounds of Assetto Corsa video, and you can just about see Damon Hill just behind in the other Williams. We've also got the McLarens behind them, and a couple of Tyrrells and Jordans and that kind of thing. So this is how the grid looks. Wow, I do love driving at Hockenheim, I really do. The old Hockenheim in particular is just so fun, so fast, and I don't think I've had much success here, so this is going to be interesting. Can I actually win here for once? Well, let's go and find out. Let's turn off those lights and go. Listen to that, it's beautiful. We're about to go, I'm scared. Let's not have an actual recreation of the actual events of '94, and Jean Alesi's already taken the lead. And I went through turn 1 absolutely perfectly. I actually hesitated a little bit. I actually thought I got that completely wrong, but I didn't for once. I've got a Benetton right behind us. We're in the slipstream of Alesi. It's not really what I want. Not here. Whoop. Got that completely wrong. Cones everywhere. Now the AI are ruthless on this track. Now I'm kind of worried that they're just gonna dive bomb me into the second chicane. Gonna try and make sure they don't do that. Oh god, there's cones everywhere. Right, all the other cars have disappeared. Oh no, I can just about see them. What is going on? There's a sea of cones everywhere. Let's go third for the centre chicane. Whoa. Bit too much curb. But Jean Alesi is still in the lead. Let's see if we try and catch up to him. Taking too much curb. That Williams behind me. This is the stadium section, if you didn't know. Obviously, because we're in the stadium. That's why it's called that, obviously. Oh god, that Williams is really hunting me down now. I know what my best lap is around here, so that's what I've kind of got to aim at. Katayama is out, one of the Tyrrells. I feel like this is another episode of the Historic F1 series. We just leaped into the future. Yeah, season 3, 1994. How have some of that? Right, got through there, okay. But that Williams is still behind me. I feel like it's gaining and I'm losing on Alesi. I did get a good exit. That Williams is a little bit further back. Now, if you remember, if you were around at the time, Jean Alesi did retire from the 1994 German Grand Prix with electrical problems. Martin Brundle was out. So let's see if the same thing happens. just need to tap the pedals, and it's just that groan sound, that low groan sound. That sound. Stunning. You don't want to touch the outside curve there. It will send you spinning. So I found out whilst practicing for this video. Williams is still there. And it's a 1:47. Worryingly, that was my best lap in practice. Now I wonder if this is either Damon Hill or David Coulthard. And remember, if you didn't see the post, Damon Hill will be joining us, not the real one, but joining us for season 3, replacing Nigel Mansell. Oh, I've got that horribly wrong. I can hear that Williams behind me, and that Williams, the FW16, is a wonderful thing to drive as well. But we're not even halfway through yet, so took that way too fast. Luckily, just about managed to survive. It's such a narrow gap there. That's where Nelson Piquet and what was his name? Another driver, basically. Well, Piquet was trying to beat up someone because he crashed into him at that very same chicane. Just hear that Williams. It sounds beautiful. I love the sounds of 90s racing, they really are just something else. And that's Morbidelli also out, Martin Brundle's also out, I don't know if I mentioned that. Oh. I sound like I just smelled something really bad, it's not, I'm just trying to control this car. Also, I think it's a good time to thank you guys for 200 subscribers. I reached that last weekend. I did make a post on it, but I thought I'd actually say it in person for you. And Verstappen's out. Did he make a pit stop? Sorry, I shouldn't joke, but... Can you hear that, Williams? It's just screaming. Took that chicane better than I did last lap. We're halfway through now. And the Williams is still behind me, and there's a McLaren behind the Williams as well. I've just spotted. That must be Mika Häkkinen. So scary coming up to that. I actually feel very grateful that I'm ahead of this pack, not behind them. Because the amount of crashes that people can have there, and you're right behind them and they just start flying off in all directions, very hard to avoid. So if you've done a race there, then, well, here, you know exactly what I mean. And my steering wheel is beginning to fall off. Did mention I had troubles with it. Basically, the screw holding the clamp to the my desk is threaded in the centre. I've had to wedge it with a load of cardboard, but I can't get a replacement, so I just need to get that sorted. And it looks like Mika Häkkinen has overtaken David Coulthard or David Hill. There's a McLaren behind me now instead of the Williams. Which makes me a little bit worried, but we'll be fine. So beautiful. So I allowed myself to be quiet so then you guys can appreciate the engine just a little bit more. always squeaky bum time when you go through there. You just clench up every time, just hope for the best. You still hear those cars behind me. It's so loud. Bit of oversteer there, but yeah, that's fine. See, Jean Alesi is now miles in front. Can't even hear him anymore. Can hear you lot though. And that's Zanardi out as well. Probably at the chicane. Right, on lap 6 of 8, so 2 more laps. So 2 more laps to appreciate this wonderful car. It's actually the first time I've driven this car here at Hockenheim, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this, especially this race. These guys behind me are not backing off. In fact, they're actually really close to me now. Got McLaren and what looks to be a Tyrrell for some reason. Oh God, don't. I thought it was going to dive on me there, and I thought, no, please, please don't. Have mercy. Do you hear what I hear? I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, should change gear. Alright. I gotta be careful. Alright then, Mika. You've had your fun. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, I need to change gear more often. Alright, let's have this little battle then. Right in front of me. Looks like Michael Schumacher's behind me now, which isn't fun at all. Mark Blundell is now out. Can't see Michael. Oh, missed it. Just going in front of me. I mean, what would be a Motorsport Madness video if I didn't mess up at some point? It was just the sheer presence of Michael Schumacher in his Benetton which just scared me. So, what's behind me now? Is that a Jordan? I feel like it is a Jordan. I'm not too sure though. No. not overtaking me today. You're not going to try and make the move on me? Let's break there because I knew I was going straight off. I'm actually really gutted because I was hoping for a nice battle with the McLaren of Mika Häkkinen, but sadly no. Okay. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you go from, you Jordan F1 car? That really didn't work, did it? So I feel like I'm putting good laps. Just everyone's faster than me. Oh well. I hope this has been a good demonstration of this wonderful car. Bit wide, it's fine. Always been a massive coming together there. I'd like to know how many cars are left. You do get a lot of retirements here, but in the real 1994 German Grand Prix you had 8 cars remaining at the end. And that was actually Damon Hill. Well, I don't know what my finishing position is, because I have absolutely no clue. Oh, there's that Jordan. Oh. It's back. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? I'm joking. dive bomb me. Don't dive bomb me. That's what I'm more scared about at this track. Them just coming in like a missile. I can hear him. He's angry. He wants this position. He's not going to get it. Mine. Back off. Oh, you got that slightly wrong, didn't you? Very smart. Slipstream. Give it. Give it to me. Oh. There we go. That's how we overtake. That was a really nice overtake. Oh, that was satisfying. See, I can overtake people. Now, go for the stadium section for the final time. I've actually really enjoyed this race. This has actually been really fun. Oh, as we come around the final corner. And across the line. Nice. That was really, really fun. I was half expecting everything to go wrong, but it didn't. I mean, we had a little bit of a moment in the same place as Mickey Hakkinen did in 2000, I think it was. But, yeah, well, clearly the best make the same mistakes as me, so I'm just, you know, I'm just that good. Are you going to run alongside me? I'm waiting. I want to have a look at you. Come on. So that brings an end to the 1994 German Grand Prix here in this wonderful Ferrari 412. And as you can see, finished 4th. That's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed by that. And it was Eddie Irvine we're battling with at the end there. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed that one as much as I enjoyed doing that race. That's actually really enjoyable, like I say. And if you're new here, subscribe. There's still been plenty more of you coming through lately, which I'm really, really happy to see. So thank you so much for your support. And so yeah, check out some of my other videos. And yeah, I hope you stick around. And until next time, guys, which will probably be this weekend as usual. And I'll catch you then. So see you later. Stay safe. Goodbye.